Okay, congratulations. This is the last video in lesson number 9. And we're going to be taking a look at our fitness data sheet, which is that Google spreadsheet that we've already inserted into our website. We're going to talk a look at how to enter data into that. So just before we do that, I want you to start taking a note. See all these tabs in Google Chrome? A lot of the Google Apps icons have different colors and shapes. You notice my drive has got a green, a yellow, and a kind of a blue triangle. My envelope is my mail. My green kind of like, cross icon right over here is a spreadsheet, and this is a site. So again, you don't have to do duplicate ones of these, so you just quickly click on it. So we're going to click on our 2016 FITT chart. Make sure that you're clicking on yours. And now our job is we're going to start taking what we did in our physical fitness test in our PE classes, and we're going to type that into a data table that is already preloaded with the Connecticut State Standards. Now, if you're a girl, you're obviously going to click on the girl standards, and if you're a boy, you're going to click on the boy standards. Make sure that you're typing on the correct one. My results, and I want to make sure that you're putting in the proper row. Select your age, and I just want you to highlight that individual row for your age. And you notice up in the toolbar you can do a text background color, and we're going to click on yellow. Okay, just so you make sure that you're typing into the right one. I'm on the boys, and I'm going to type into mine. So make sure that you're typing in the right one. And my results were 120. I got an 8 for sit reach. I got a 29 for push-ups and a 52 for curl-ups. Okay, so I've entered my data. You'll be doing the same. Now what we want to do is add another sheet, and we want to start charting that. So in order to do that, we're going to click on the little plus bottom, the bottom left-hand corner, and we're going to click on Add a Sheet. And you're going to notice it's just going to put a number there. Okay, yours may be different from mine. I'm going to rename this. I'm going to call this My Data. Here's where we're going to create a chart. Okay, you are going to create a chart that has this information. In the interest of time, I'm going to copy and paste it. But for you guys, you're going to need to type this in. So in column A, you're going to leave the first cell blank. And we always use it with spreadsheets. We call them cells. We always go by column first and then by row. So we're going to leave cell A1 blank. And then in cell A2, we're going to put paste or test and go right down the list. Then we're going to do sit reach, right angle push-ups, and curl-ups. That's in column A, starting in row 2. In cell B1, we're going to put health fitness zone. In C1, my performance. And in cell D1, we're going to put high fitness zone. Now, where are we getting this information? We need to go back to our individual standards spreadsheet and get the numbers from here. So for health fitness zone for my age group is 94. I'm going to type that into the other document right there. And I'm just going to go right down a list. Okay, make sure you're correlating the health fitness zone and the high fitness zones to the proper columns. Okay, so I would type in my information 120, 8, 29, and 52 into my data table. There it is. Okay, so why don't you take a moment to you're going to create this whole little chart. I'm going to ask you to pause the video right here, create this chart, and put your information right here. And I'm going to wait for you to do that. It should only take about a minute or two. Okay, so welcome back. So now what we're going to do is we're going to create a chart. And we're actually going to insert a chart. So how do we do that? Click on Insert, a Chart. First thing we need to do is select our data. So let's just double check this. I'm going to click Select Data Range. Let's move this over to the side so we can see what we're doing. And I want to select all the data from cell A1 all the way down to cell D5. So here's the worksheet. And it goes from cell A1 colon to D5. I'm going to hit OK. All right. Now we want to do a bar graph for this because we're comparing our test to standards for Connecticut. I'm going to click on the column chart, and you can see it automatically starts setting things up. So it's going to use row 1 as headers, Okay, it's got different colors here. You can always change these colors, but let's take a look at changing the chart title and the horizontal and the left axis. So how do we do that? We're going to click on Customize. Our chart title is you're going to type in 2016 FITT chart, and you're going to put your last name and your first initial. Okay, you're going to scroll down a little bit, and where it says axis, okay, where an axis you can change between horizontal and vertical. We're going to leave it on horizontal right now, and you're just going to call this test, because that's describing which test you actually took right over here. Okay, you could change the color on that. We're not going to do that right now. Okay, the column colors, you can start changing each one of these colors. Okay, so I could change my health fitness zone right now is on blue. Okay, and I'm just going to leave it under blue. Okay, I'm going to take the next one. I'm going to say my performance. I'm going to change that one. You could, again, you could change it to different colors, but let's make sure it makes some sense when you're actually graphing this. I'm going to change it to bright red. And I'm going to change the next one, high fitness zone. I'm going to change that to green. Okay, and you can see the differences actually automatically change. And as I scroll over this, it's a dynamic piece. It'll give me some more information. Okay, so I've done this. I've got my new title here. Let's remove this one because this is just the units. How do we get rid of the left axis? We're going to scroll up here. We're going to toggle from horizontal to left vertical. And then we're just going to leave that blank. We're going to delete it so there's no text there. And then it goes away. So there's our chart. Now it's kind of small. If you click on the right-hand corner of this, you're going to notice a small square, a small little box with a down arrow. So click on that, and we want to take a move to own sheet, okay, which will move it to its own sheet. And you're going to see it now places itself in a nice large format. All the way in the bottom, it's going to call My Chart 1. Let's click on that and rename that and just call it My Chart. And now we want to move this and reorder these sheets so that this displays on our website. And I'll show you what that looks like in a second. You're going to move it all the way to the left. It's just a click and drag. Okay, so the first part is going to be My Chart. You're going to leave the standards up there with My Data. Okay, now why are we doing that? If we were to go back to our website now and hit refresh on our browser, it's going to update that website so that we've just edited and created a chart in our website that has the proper information. Okay, so My Chart, if I click on that, will actually have the data that I just did. And that's it for this video. So make sure that you've inserted the spreadsheet. You've taken your time to change some of the colors. You're going to change the horizontal. You're going to remove the vertical. You're going to change the title, maybe tweak the colors a little bit, and that's it. When you are done with this, as we always do, go to your checklist page and make sure that you update what you've just done. Remember, you're going to have to go into your Google Docs in order to do that, but we should be able to look at this page right now and see that you've completed almost everything up through lesson number 9. Okay, make sure that you do this. You're going to go back in, you're going to complete your FITT document, and you're going to complete your FITT chart. Okay, any questions, please ask your teacher, and thanks for listening, and good luck.